AA, see you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, write a little message, and put the hand up to say hi. I do it at the beginning because I have the tendency to forget to do stuff like that. And if you're like me, I'm not going to go back and do it. Once in a blue moon, I do it. Most of the times, no. Okay. Um, I started to watch Rich Lux, and he went and saw a show on Netflix. He's been waiting and waiting, he says. Well, not waiting, but he was excited. And I watched it also. And technically, it was interesting. The show sort of first blames people like Kylie Cosmetics, and they sort of point the finger at Jeffree Star and other places like that. Sort of like, but they didn't mention, but would be also considered like, I can never remember his name. James Charles. They didn't show his picture, but I just want you to get the gist of what they're trying to say. You remember when his palette first released, sold out, and then they re-released it so that you could get it. And he went around on his own time and told people not to get the fake ones that were being sold out there because it could be poisonous or harmful to your own eyes. And he tried it out and showed that the product was bad. So then that's what they were talking about. They showed that a lot of people, but not Jeffree anymore, they started remarking like Kylie and other companies. And I think the reason they introduced Jeffree was because you remember when he released his Blue Blood and they ran out right away. Well, this new release had a whole lot and it still ran out. And what they were saying is companies like Kylie and them, that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is they're making sure that the product doesn't become oversaturated so that they get stuck with product. That was their point. That Jeffree and them will continue to make it because it's part of their main product. So let's say you bought their palette, you used it all up, you can go buy another palette. But that's not what Kylie and them are doing. What Kylie and them are doing is they're saying this brand new makeup, blush makeup, I'm only going to have it here for a week. And then you go crazy and you try to buy it, you didn't get to buy it. There's no more. And they're doing like when I was younger and I went with my niece, got in line for concert tickets. Then you found out that all the people in front of you were bums, winos, that were just dragged off the corner and put in line and given a hunk of money and told them, you buy these tickets, we're going to give you some money. And they stood in line and smelled horrible. And when you got up to the window, you only had seats up at the top. That happened to my niece and I. when we went to go see Madonna, which that was a horrible concert. It really was. It was, I think it was what was that? It was one of the first ones. And we were way at the top. And they didn't sell all the tickets either because there were empty. We could see from the top there were empty seats. So those people that were there trying to sell the tickets after they got those winos to buy them, they got stuck with the product at the end because there was lots of empty seats down there from what we could see. Anyway, we saw it. I didn't care for it. Would never go to a Madonna concert now. The Truth or Dare was would have been a good concert because that was fun. The one that I went to, it was just awful. The sound was horrible. The music was bad, and this isn't supposed to be about that. But anyway, that's what we think's going on with the cosmetics. You go over, then they have a whole bunch of people that'll buy a lot of the product, and then they send it overseas. Overseas, they'll try to remake the product. Sometimes they don't even try to remake the product. They don't even send it over there. They tell them, this is the box we need. This is how it's supposed to look. Make me some product, and then the colors don't match, all that kind of stuff. They don't even have an idea where to start, but they put the cover to look like it, and then you go and you stupidly buy it, and you find out that the product where they were making them was dirty. And they first were blaming Carly because a young girl, they were trying to make the lipstick as thick as what the Carly product was. And they put super glue in there to make it that thick. And when she put them on her lips, she kept her lips closed. Which is sort of funny because everybody I know keeps telling you to keep your lips apart so that it dries, so that you don't get strands from the lipstick, because a lot of the lipsticks nowadays that are real, that are being made, they don't dry, and when you put them together, it leaves strands of whatever. So they say, put your lips like that. And I'm like, well, then I wouldn't buy that product. I would buy Jeffree Star. And I keep hearing that over and over. Put your lips until it dries. So there you are. There you are with your fans trying to dry your lipstick, and it just makes me laugh. I'm like, oh my God, here you are going like this the whole time trying to make your lipstick dry. Then it made me think of Tati. She has this thing that blows wind. And I was like, oh, that'd even look worse. But you're by yourself, hopefully, and you're doing what you have to do. But the reality is that you're doing what you have to do. That little girl, she glued her lips together because she went and bought, by accident, fake stuff from the internet. She didn't go down to the other places. She went and she bought it from Amazon, thinking she was going to get the real thing because her friends had it. And it's just like Jeffree's products. He puts them out, they sell right away. But you see, Jeffree usually doesn't discontinue them. Just a few of the items, like right now they have that collector's set. but those are old lipsticks that are being brought back, except for the new white box ones in their three colors. Now those, I think they're going to be part of the permanent collection, but they sold out. People will buy a whole lot of them. They'll go on Amazon and they'll try to sell it to you at a high price. And because you know it's a beautiful product, you're going to do that. But he will remake some and put them on sale. See, so that's the thing. It's not going. It was not only a one-time thing. Like the Halloween boxes, those were a one-time thing. If you had gotten a box, you got in a box. But people are trying to buy them off the internet, and those boxes aren't real boxes. You have other people that are buying them just to show you that they're not real boxes, and then they lost the money. So you buy it for $200, and I hope you have $200 to throw away, because that's what you just did. Because you're not buying it from Jeffrey, you're buying it from another company who claims that they got hold of Jeffrey products. Jeffrey doesn't sell except from the few companies he goes. And you know the three places you can get it. So if they're not those three places, then why are you trying? It's just sort of crazy. I went to one of those places and they were reselling the palette, which I thought was interesting, that they were reselling Shane's palette, and they didn't announce that it was released yet, because I thought they were still sending them out. They're going to re-release it, but I didn't know. But now it's going to have that green. And Teresa's dead. That's her channel. She said she heard that they were going to release the color green by itself, and she'll buy that, but she didn't want to buy the whole palette for that color. And then she saw the palette and she says, well, it looks really cool the way the palette is now, and you can understand it. She has the other one. And I'm like, okay, I like the green. It's beautiful. And I wrote to Shane, I wish he had read it and had sent it out there. But from what I can tell, they took out some other color and they left that root beer one. Well, they don't need the root beer one. It's already in the big palette. But anyway, that's their decision. You're going to buy it anyway. But see, you can wait for that. I would, because I wouldn't take a chance for all that other stuff. I don't want to get, what were they were saying? People were putting arsenic on their eyes. They thought they were putting good stuff on their lips, and they were putting lead poisoning on their lips. They were putting feces on their eyes and on their cheeks. They were getting staph disease, which is supposedly like a disease that starts to eat your muscles up on the face, and they have to cut a big hole out and see if they can reclose it, or take a part of wherever on your body and put it in to reseal. And if you get a bad plastic surgeon, you're going to have a big ugly scar there. But that's another story. And that's what they're saying. If you take the chances with yourself to get that fake, you think it's real. They claim that they got it when they did the thing, and they were lucky enough to get several pallets, so now they're selling them at a high price on eBay, on Amazon, wherever. And you're not. you might be getting poison for your eyes, poison for your cheeks, glue for your lips. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. And then at the end of that video, they blamed the consumer. And I'm like, how is the consumer? Yes, the consumer wants to fit in, just like they said in the beginning, especially the fat lady that was there telling people, well, when I'm putting makeup on my face, I'm no longer fat, and people don't see my fatness. They just see me put makeup, and they're like, oh, that your eyeshadow's so pretty. Okay, whatever. If you want to believe that, that's fine. I have a lot of fat friends. And what I found beautiful about them was not their weight, but was the person inside that body. And those people dressed the way they wanted to dress. They wanted to dress like a goth. They dressed like a goth. If they wanted to dress like everybody else, they did. I had quite a few friends that were seamstress, and they could make their own clothes and look even better than what the people were selling at the stores. That's really up to you, though. If you want to buy products and play Russian roulette with yourself, that's what this show was saying. I don't, and I would have never done that either, you know. But that's up to you. But that's what they were trying to say. And they try to stop it and blah, blah, blah. But the problem is not the consumer. The problem is not the people that put out there. Even Carly, who's playing games, she's trying to say, well, if you're lucky enough, you're one of the special ones and all that stuff. No, you just happen to have some makeup that nobody else has. But that don't make you special. That just means you got something nobody else has. And everybody has something nobody else has. Why? Because everybody's special. And that's my point. Because guess what? Just because it has a name on it doesn't make it good. Watching all these beauty gurus like I do, about 75% of the people can use the product, and the other 25 can't because it doesn't run with their skin. I'm oily. I'm not. I'm the person that's not can't use it because it works better with oily people. And that's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to find out what works for you. And the only way you're going to do that is if you use the real product. And if that person wants to play games and not make it available to you, guess what? There's thousands of other products to try. Like ColourPop. From what they're saying, theirs is you need it, they make it, you got it. It's that simple for them. They're making it available to the customer who wants it. So if you go to their site, you can order it, they'll make it and send it to you. Boom. There you go. You check what color you want, they made it. If you want Jeffree Stars, you missed the sale, you wait, guess what? It'll become available by him. Because why? Because he knows I sold all this product. Now I'm going to put it in my regular listing and I'll make some more money. And guess what? It's good product. So guess what's going to happen? Oops, I ran out. I used it all. I'm going to buy me some more. And he's not a dumb person. He's going to make sure it's there for them. And if it isn't, next Christmas, he makes it available again. If it runs out, guess what? It'll probably become available again right before Christmas. If you're able, and He'll do that. But that's really up to you. If you want it and you want play Russian roulette, and today it's okay for you to do that, but when you find your lips glued together, well, may God be with you. But until then, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a little message, and tell me something you'd like me to talk about. And don't forget to put the hand up and say hi. And don't forget, AA, see you in church.